So welcome, beautiful soul. Take a breath and let your shoulders soften and allow yourself to arrive within this moment. Today we're entering a sacred portal, a remembering of who the Divine Feminine truly is. Not the cliche, not the ascetic, not the surface level spirituality, but the living, breathing essence of the feminine that flows through all of us, no matter our gender. But before we begin today's conversation, I want to speak into something that lives within all of us, something that shapes how we love, how we lead, how we create, how we find peace and how we find inner resilience, and how we relate to the world around us. And that is that every living thing, including us humans, carry both masculine and feminine energy. These energies, they are not about gender. They are not about roles or stereotypes. They are universal, energetic currents that weave through the body, through the psyche, and through the soul. The feminine is the energy of intuition, flow, emotion, magnetism, and creation. The masculine is the energy of direction, structure, protection, presence, and clarity. Together, they form a complete energetic ecosystem, the yin and the yang within each of us. But for many of us, we didn't grow up learning about these beautiful sacred energies. Instead, we inherited distorted versions of them. We learned the energies of the wounded feminine. As we become insecure, overgiving, we suppressed our emotions or we people pleased. We learned the wounded masculine as control, avoidance, emotional shutdown, or the push to constantly produce and perform. Most of us were never taught that these distortions are simply shadows and not our truth. Our truth is the sacred expressions of both these energies. The sacred feminine within us, it is intuitive, open, magnetic, and deeply embodied. Whereas the sacred masculine within us is grounded, steady, present, and protective in the most loving way. And the journey of healing, the journey of coming into inner union, is learning how to balance both these energies within us. Now, even though we all hold both these energies within us, each of us is naturally core polarized. It's got nothing to do with gender, it's got to do with energetic resonance. So some of us carry the dominant feminine energy, where we feel most at home in ourselves when we are soft, flowing, expressive, creative, and emotionally open. Where others of us carry a dominant masculine energy, where we feel most aligned when we are anchored, steady, clear, directional, and calm in purpose. Neither is better, neither is superior. Both are sacred and both are needed in this world. But the magic truly happens when our dominant polarity within us leads from its sacred form, removing all distortion, and then our secondary polarity rises within us in support, in its most sacred form. This creates unity. It creates wholeness within our own inner landscape. And this is what it truly means to dissolve the distortion that we hold within. This is what awakens sovereignty. This is what prepares us for deeper love, for deeper purpose, for deeper peace, and for deeper self-embodiment. So as you listen today, as you breathe in this moment, I invite you to remember that you are both the moon and the sun, both the ocean and the mountain, both the softness and the structure. You are a living harmony of the sacred feminine and the sacred masculine. And your journey is not to choose between them, but to allow them to rise together, staying true in your dominant polarity and holding balance, truth, and wholeness. So today we're going to look at the sacred divine feminine energy and what that energy actually looks like within you. So the divine feminine is not a character, an archetype, or a trend. She is a living, breathing current, an ancient rhythmic intelligence that is woven through the ocean, the moon, the breath. She is that deep inner knowing within your heart. She is the force that brings life and creativity. She is the whisper that softens the mind into intuition. She is the roar that protects what is sacred. She is that quiet fire that guides us home. And to know the divine feminine is to return to ourselves. We return to her through remembrance and embodiment. We inhale her, we breathe her in. We let her flow through us like water. We soften our mind and our body. We surrender to her. We come into presence and we invite her energetic resonance to land deeply within ourselves, within our hearts, within our body, within our soul, within our creative projects, and within our daily chores. We invite her into our entire existence by allowing ourselves to move from a space of doing to a place of sacred being. You see, she is the magic within the ordinary. She is the extraordinary within the ordinary. She is the muse. And at her core, the divine feminine is the energy of creation, flow, compassion, and intuitive wisdom. She is the part of us that knows how to surrender without collapsing, how to rise without hardening, and how to love without losing ourselves. She teaches us presence over performance, sensitivity over suppression, inner knowing over external validation, embodiment over perfection. She is not tied to gender. She is a frequency that anyone can awaken within. She is the whisper of intuition, the flowing river of emotion, the instinct to nurture. She is the courage to feel and the ability to create life, whether that's a child, a dream, a relationship, or an entirely new version of ourselves. She is the energy of presence, softness, creativity, stillness, magic and knowing. She is the moon's pull. She is the soft activation of the inhale breath. She is the warm flutters of an open heart. She is the one who unapologetically wants to feel everything fully. In a world that is built on speed and survival, the divine feminine, she reminds us to slow down, to take a sacred pause, to become present and to listen, to trust the wisdom beneath the noise. The divine feminine energy, it expresses itself in two sacred forms. She is both the sacred light feminine and the sacred dark feminine. And both are vital, both are holy, and both are needed for divine feminine to come into her wholeness. So first, let us meet the sacred light feminine. She is the gentle glow of devotion, of love and radiance. She is the soft, loving and luminous expression of feminine energy. She is compassion, she is love, she is warmth, radiance and devotion. She is the soft glow of a sunrise. She is the kindness that heals, the intuitive whisper that says, "Here is your truth, so follow it." The sacred light feminine, she teaches us how to open ourselves up, to open our hearts, to open our joy, to open to the beauty and the innocence of life, to open to receiving. Her power is gentle but transformative. It is a reminder that softness is not weakness, but that softness is strength wrapped in grace. She is the embodiment of softness without weakness, of compassion without self-abandonment, of forgiveness without forgetting the lesson, of grace without shrinking or dulling her light. She is the muse, the healer, the mother, the creatress who breathes life into art, relationships, life and dreams. When the sacred light feminine awakens in us, we become more receptive, intuitive, and attuned. We're able to love and to forgive without losing boundaries. We're more open to joy, abundance, and emotional fullness. We are radiant and warm from the inside out. Her medicine is warmth. Her temple is the heart, and her mantra is, "I flow with the universe, trusting in my own depth, knowing that I am divinely guided and protected." And then there is the sacred dark feminine. She is not negative, she is not dangerous. She is not to be feared. She is wild. She is a shadow alchemist and a sovereign queen. She is the ancient force that protects the innocence of your own heart. She is the one who embodies accountability, leading and inspiring others to do the same. She is the storm that clears the path. She is the fire that burns away illusion. She is the boundary, the truth teller, the shadow walker. She is the reclamation of power. The sacred dark feminine, she says, I choose, I walk away, I rise. She is the life force within your womb, the instinct within you that says, enough now. She is the part of you that transforms the pain into wisdom and the endings into new, beautiful beginnings. Her power is primal, it is shamanic, and it is somatic. She is magnetic, unapologetic. She is the moonlit ocean. She is deep, mysterious, and fiercely loving. She is not evil. She is not the shadow that we fear. She is the shadow that we integrate. She is the energy that cuts through the distortion and the illusion. She destroys what is false. She reveals our deepest truth. She reclaims our power. And she awakens our intuitive, central, untamed life force within us. She is Kali's fire, Lilith's sovereignty, Inanna's descent, and Medusa's protection. She is the wolf woman who guards her inner wilderness. And when the dark, sacred feminine awakens within us, we begin to hold boundaries with clarity and strength. We walk away from what no longer serves us. We confront our wounds with honesty and reverence. We claim our voice and hold our magnetism. We stand unapologetically in truth, in our sovereignty. And her medicine, it is truth. Her temple is the womb, and her mantra is, I always choose to rise. And together, the light and the dark feminine, they are not opposites, but they are partners. You see, the light, she opens up the heart, whereas the dark feminine, she protects it. The light feminine is compassion, but the dark feminine, she comes in with boundaries when the compassion has been overgiven. The light feminine, she offers forgiveness, but the dark feminine, she knows discernment. The true divine feminine, she embodies both the light and the dark aspects of the entire spectrum of this entire sacred energy. You see, the divine feminine, she is soft but not self-sacrificing. She is loving but not depleted. She is powerful but she's not hardened. She's intuitive but she's also anchored in truth. She teaches us that without softness, our power can become too rigid, too logical. But without power, our softness can become too self-sacrificing. And without love, our boundaries can become walls. But without boundaries, our love can become self-depletion. But when these two aspects unite, it's then that we can step into full, sacred, embodied, sovereign feminine essence. It is then that we can embody what the ancient mystics have called the true feminine grail. And that is someone who is both compassionate and powerful, gentle and unshakable, warm and wild. So to walk the path of the divine feminine in the modern world is to start to listen deeply to your intuition, to feel your emotions rather than suppress them, to honor the cycles of your body, your energy, and nature, to create space and sanctuary for rest, beauty, ritual, and slowness, to embrace both your softness and your shadow, to speak your truth with love and power, to follow your curiosity and to reignite your wonder, to allow yourself to soften and to fall into flow, and most importantly, to allow yourself to surrender, allow, and trust. And most of all, it is to return to your own soul, to remember that you are not here to fit into a world that is built on speed, force, domination, and logic alone. You are here to restore balance, to reawaken sacredness. You are here to turn the ordinary into the extraordinary, to follow beauty, to become beauty, to live from your inner wholeness, to walk as a living embodiment of the sun and the moon, the ocean and the flame, the dawn and the midnight. So as you listen here right now, I invite you to notice, where does the light feminine live within you? Where does the dark feminine speak within you? Where do you feel her warmth? And where do you feel her fire? You might feel her in your breath, in your womb, in the heart space, or maybe in the intuition that is rising through your body. She's always been there. The divine feminine, she is not an idea. She is a frequency. She is a memory. She is a homecoming. She is the part of you that feels deeply and loves boldly. The part of you that protects your boundaries and honors your truth. She is the creator, the healer, the alchemist, the wild woman, the medicine keeper, the intuitive, the mother, the maiden, the muse, the queen. She is all of it. She is all of you. So take a breath with me now and feel yourself softening into the radiance of the sacred light and the depth and the mystery of the sacred dark. This is the feminine that rises through you. This is the feminine that heals generations. This is the feminine that rewrites distortion. This is the feminine that leads your life with grace, power, softness, and intuition. You are not becoming the divine feminine. You are just simply remembering her. She is your birthright. She is your essence. She is the soul of who you are. And as you embody her, both her light and her dark, you don't just heal yourself. You help recalibrate the world back into harmony. So thank you for being here in this sacred space. May you walk forward with an open heart, a grounded body, and a sovereign, awakened, feminine spirit. Namaste.